We want to thank our amazing sponsor, the Rope Drop Queen herself, Michelle McKnight. She is a destination specialist with touring plans and can help you plan an amazing vacation. Whether it's Disney, Universal, a cruise, or an all-inclusive, she can help you with booking, planning, and strategizing to help you have an incredible experience at a great rate. Contact her today at michelle@touringplans.com. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. Derek and Doug talking all things Disney. And Doug, when this show comes out, as it comes out, I will be landing at MCO, pending all flights are great, and I will be at Walt Disney World, Doug.
Just make sure you get a picture of the carpet so we know you made it.
There, and tweet at MCO, which is now my favorite thing to do, and I've been thinking about that as we're packing and getting ready to fly. But if you're listening to this, go onto our social media, follow us. If you're going to be in the parks, I've had a few of our listeners reach out, doing a couple meetups. So if you're there, let me know, and we'll try to meet up, and I will have a gift that I will throw at you.
Ooh. Long distance gift.
Long distance throwing. No, that never works. You don't want me throwing things. I've realized my golf swing is a hard slice as well as my throwing ability. That's why I wrestled in high school.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You can't play baseball. You can't do basketball. You had to.
That had to wrestle. So,
and we're
off topic. But yes, I will be there. So thank you guys so much for everything. And especially thank you to our Patreons. We have a new one. Mindy, welcome to the Rope Drop Radio community. I think she's back. I think she went and came back.
I'm not sure.
No idea. It's just, I know we've interacted on Facebook. Mindy, thank you so much for supporting the show. Bonus episodes, swag, and next week we have a little special for our Patreons that we have to record tonight because I'm going to be gone.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff coming up on Patreon. Today's guest, I think, will be a great Patreon show. So
absolutely.
Definitely look for that. All right, on to Apple Podcast reviews. I'd like to thank the person that left one this week so I don't just have to sing a song or something to fill the dead air. All right, here it is. Action Packed, 5 stars, by Print Stud.
I like it.
Yeah. Solid content on a variety of subjects that keeps moving. Informative on park details that seem to change regularly. Appreciate the positivity and enthusiasm. Too many are nothing more than negative gripe sessions. Thanks for all the hard work.
Oh, we actually work hard,
We're the
Doug.
positive people.
Oh, yes. There are some.
That's also...
We are going to get into that a little bit.
Voice in the Disney community.
Yes, we are going to be talking some positive and non-positive things on today's episode.
It's all positive.
It's all
We're
it's
just
fun.
Entertaining ourselves with other people's lack of...
I got one positive thing real quick, Doug. Last week we announced a giveaway. So
That's
who
right.
is winning the unofficial guide?
So thank you for everyone that entered. It was quite a few of you to win the unofficial guide. It also means that you won or listened. It didn't mean you win. I can't talk today. Sorry, it's going to be a long one, Derek. All right, here is the winner of the unofficial guide 2022 Walt Disney World edition. It's Liz Haynes. So congratulations.
Congrats, Liz. Hit us up with a message and get us your info, and we'll get you a copy of the book. So, and thank you everyone who kind of entered and had fun with that one. A lot of good resorts.
Yeah. So,
Doug, do you want to announce where we're going to be now staying?
We don't know yet, but according to Liz, because to get entered, you had to suggest where we stay for our one night before we get on the Star Cruiser, and she suggested Beach Club.
Oh, yeah,
so
that's where I'll be as this show comes out. I like it. I'm in.
Not a bad idea.
No,
not
great.
a bad idea. I mean, people want us to say deluxe more or
I know,
less.
people like us more. Only
not
one
sure.
person put a tent.
Yeah, and then we also had a cabin at Fort Wilderness, which is a possibility.
Yep.
So there we go. All right, that's out of the way. On to
the show. So we have a crazy thing. We're going to talk about things that we overhear at the Disney parks or in Disney in general, because when you're walking around theme parks, you hear some crazy stuff. And Doug and I have plenty of stories, but we invited a super special guest who has even more stories, who is in the parks almost every day. She is the TouringPlans research minion. Welcome to the show, Chrissy.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me on. That is my official title, I think.
Yeah,
Minion
is that
of
the
Touring
first time
Plans.
you've been introduced as a minion?
That's how I introduce myself.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Works out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I think
right.
it's better to be honest. Yeah.
Well, first off, please give the rope droppers a little bit of your Disney background.
Wow, cool. Okay, so I am Len's sister, Len Testa's sister. So I started out as free labor in my teens. when,
You heard it here.
when he started working on his thesis and started working with Bob Salinger, who co-authors the Unofficial Guide. Shout out to Bob. And then I went and had a full other life and was an auditor for a long time and had a real job. And then circle back to a few years ago, ended up in Florida, and Len asked me to go take some pictures of some food, which is like my second favorite thing to do. And now here we are. And I'm in the parks almost every day, 5 or 6 days a week. And I do what I can to help our agents when clients have, if they need a bag or a map, or I got to run to a resort or whatever, I do that, and pictures and all kind of fun stuff. It's a pretty great job.
Sounds like the dream job.
With your job, a lot of the pictures we see on the blog, that sort of stuff, that's mostly your photography, correct?
Yes, a lot of it too is Yvonne Ramos, who used to work with us. But now all of the stuff that you see on Instagram, that's my stuff. Me and my 2 phones, hanging out in the parks.
2 phones, because one's not enough.
Well,
right? Is that...
sometimes all of my PhotoPass pictures are awful. It's me holding my stabilizer in one hand, and then I have the other phone in the other hand, because you want to do portrait and landscape.
Oh.
Yeah, because people on
sense.
Twitter will troll me if I do portrait. So, you gotta have 2 phones.
So every now and then you just post something in portrait just to ire?
Yeah, sometimes I do. I think I did that the other day just to upset people.
You gotta sometimes just poke the trolls. It's fun.
And Doug, you know what it's like when I have a gimbal out with my phone trying to walk around the parks.
You walk like a toddler when you have your gimbal
Yes,
because you
true.
don't pay attention to where you're going, just where your phone's going. And
Makes
I'm
sense.
like curved.
Which I am bringing with me on this trip because I don't have kids with me.
Oh, good luck, Madison. Good luck.
There you go. So tell us a little bit more, any more that you do with touring plans?
Part of the really fun stuff that I get to do is this weekend we got a gift from a listener, some DVC points. So I have Friday night, I think I'm at Copper Creek, and it's a 3-bedroom grand villa. So I'm staying there, and it's not just that I get to stay in the room. It's super great. My family loves it. They'll go and enjoy, but then I'll have to do measurements. Like I measure every single room and the mirror and the TV, and I do hundreds and hundreds of pictures, and I do sound measurement and light readings. And then I have to, this is the most fun part. I have to start at the room, and then I have to time how long does it take me to get to the Skyliner? And then I have to go back to the room, and then I have to say, how long does it take me to get to the food court? And I go back to the room. How long does it take me to get to the bus? So I look like, maybe I'm a little more off. I am a little bit, but so I will spend the majority of my time doing that kind of stuff. And my family will be just greatly enjoying. We've got a 3-bedroom grand villa at the Riviera, and then one at Copper Creek this weekend. So that's a big part of my job too, is room reviews.
The details in like the unofficial guide, the touring plans, they got to come from somewhere. Someone's making all those measurements.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I check every pillow. I check every tag on every soft goods, every single sheet. We have a pillow test that we do with water inside of a baggie to see the firmness of the pillow. We check the mattresses. Like it's super fun, but it's not all glamorous. So that's a lot of my job too.
I was going to say, Doug, whenever we travel and like with our kids, we have it down to where my kids know they're going to be waiting in the hallway for a good 10 minutes while I'll take a bajillion pictures of the room.
Exactly.
I don't believe you keep them in the hallway for 10 whole minutes, Derek. I just can't. They got magic bands. They're coming in faster than that.
I usually run to the room, get there while they walk. So yeah, but it's
okay. All right, add that in the time. Okay.
Yes, yeah, but it's they got it. They know it's part of the job. That's why they get to go so much.
Yep.
Yeah, my kids are trained. Stand in the hallway for a while. It's rough life they have.
Yeah, right. She's got it good. Yeah.
Well, along with that, let's move on. We have a giveaway this week as well from Touring Plans. What special prizes have you gotten for our listeners?
Well, nobody was harmed, but I did have to sort of muscle my way in. I'll post it again the day this comes out, but I've got two cups. So one of them is the 50th anniversary Starbucks, and it's the pink one. And if you don't take a picture in front of the castle, it didn't really happen.
No, right.
And then the other one is the 50th anniversary. It's the blue one with Mickey and Minnie on top. They're adorable. Bubble wrap, enormous amounts of bubble wrap to make sure that they're preserved, but two coveted, hard to find, unless you go on eBay and you pay triple, cups that we're giving away. You guys are going to give away.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that. So
you.
we'll post a social media post with the rules of, how to get entered, like sharing, commenting, retweeting, quote retweeting, that sort of stuff will get you entered for this one. Last week we kept it a secret. You had to listen to the show. This one is going to be out there on social media involving sharing.
Go follow Rope Drop Radio on all the things.
That's right. And Touring Plans on all the things. We'll be sharing that. So look for that. So I think it's time to get on to the show.
About time. So let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. So today we're going to do like a roundtable sort of thing. We're going to share something we have overheard in the park. It may just be sad. It may be horrible. It may just be funny. But we're going to share and say something profound because, that's what we do here. So we will start with you, Chrissy. What is your first thing that you have overheard in the park that you would like to share?
All right, this is my favorite thing. And I hear a lot. And sometimes if I hear too much, I put in the AirPods and I block out the people. Like when, there are arguments and things.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing that I've heard, I don't make a secret of the fact that I am not a Star Wars fan. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I love a Ronto rap. I love Rise of the Resistance. Love it.
Where do you stand on blue milk before we go forward with the rest of the show?
It's all disgusting.
Okay, good.
Right.
We're good. That was the right answer.
They're disgusting. I make everybody try it though, because you have to have that picture, so when I have family come into town or friends or whatever, I order them one and let them try it. And then they also say it's disgusting. But I've not seen a full Star Wars movie, and Len is forcing me, I should say invited me to go to the Star Cruiser on March 1st. He and I are doing that together. And I have this whole backstory that he's forcing me to. It's just not my thing, right? Everything else, I got it. No problem. Like, ask me anything else Disney, I'm on it. But this little girl was near the Millennium Falcon. And she said, she was maybe 5 or 6. She said, just exasperated, "Mommy, I hate it here. Can we please go back to Disney World?"
Oh, that's funny.
Wanted to buy her a pony because that is exactly how I feel every time I'm there. Like, I go and I take pictures of Chewie. I know who Chewie is, but that's about it. And that's how I feel. Can we please just go back to Disney World? I don't know what any of this mess is. And I almost choked. I was laughing so hard. Bless her heart.
Go back to Disney. You're at Disney World. The best part of it.
That's the magic. Come on.
Oh.
She was a smart and gifted child, and I love her.
I don't know. I know there's people that don't like Star Wars out there, and it concerns me for their soul. But poor little girl.
I am now looking forward to your review on the dish after you and Len go now, even because it's a few weeks before us. I'm not gonna. Won't listen too much, but from a non-Star
we don't want to
Wars fan,
spoil, but yet we want to know. It's gonna be tricky.
Yeah.
He told me I have to stay in character.
Like you have to dress up.
This could become a whole Star Wars show. We got to be careful, Doug.
Oh yeah, we better. All right, moving on, Derek.
Okay.
Unless you had more things to add.
I don't want to
lost.
alienate.
She's at Disney World. Poor child. It's the best
She's a
part of Disney
genius.
World.
All right, I'll set mine up real quick. I'm at the
Okay.
All-Stars with 3,748 cheerleaders, as there usually are at the All-Stars. We're at the bus stop with 378 and 48 cheerleaders, and all of them are in line for the Magic Kingdom, except for my family and 4 cheerleaders. And this is at Rope Drop, so we're like the extra magic hours for Magic Kingdom. We're at Rope Drop for Hollywood Studios, and it kind of blew my mind that these 4 girls are there, and the one girl, and they're all catty with each other. It was just like, those girls are idiots.
This is before it was at every park every day.
Yes, this
back
is
when it
back.
was
This
just
is right one
and
park.
it drove the crowds.
Yes. And so it's just so funny. This one girl's like, all of those girls are idiots. I mean, they're all in the same matching shirt. And like a couple of the girls were like, what are we doing in Hollywood Studios? She's like, oh no, we're going to get this done. We're going to rope drop tower. We're going to move over to Rush. She like named the whole day. I was impressed. I was like, you're a young Michelle McKnight. And like, we actually got up on the turnstile with them. And I finally had to ask, I'm like, hey, you come a lot? And she's like, DVC parents, I got this. And they were gone as soon as they went in the park. So I just love that this 4 separate cheerleaders out of the no joke 3,000. These girls are idiots. They don't know Disney, and they just went. It's great. I loved it. I was so proud. If I had a rope drop radio button, I would have handed it to all 4 of them.
That would have been great. And then the other ones, they all just went and stood in line at Magic Kingdom, right?
They weren't even made, like, there were
did.
so many buses. Yeah, she broke it down for her friends, and I just eavesdropped on the whole conversation, but just cracked me up. Just don't have to always follow the crowd.
Impressive. So you've heard something impressive, and Chrissy heard something that she could agree with. Yeah, I heard something that this was our like recent trip, just the last time, and it was so out of the blue. So we're walking kind of in front of the ABC commissary, right? And there's a Dancing with the Stars billboard up, along with other ABC properties on the backside of the theater that Frozen is in. And this kid asked his dad, the kid's probably like 8, 9 or so, is what's in that building? And the dad just is confident as ever. That's where they filmed Dancing with the Stars.
Oh,
Yeah, makes sense.
It's right there.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a billboard. Just boom.
Cool.
He just said that. They just kept on walking. Like, okay. Dancing
go.
with the Stars filmed right. You didn't know that, did you? Everybody thinks it's in LA, but nope. Hollywood
confidence
Studios.
is key in delivery.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if he really even heard the question. He's just moving on.
Yeah, he didn't care. He was like, let's get to the next attraction.
First thing he saw, that's where that is. Dancing with the
Kid will
Stars.
forget it
Yep.
in 5 seconds anyway.
Absolutely.
And probably ask another question.
Yep.
And he'll make up another answer. So there you go. That was one thing I overheard. All right, Chrissy, back to you.
All right, mine I heard last Sunday in Epcot, and I think we've all felt this way. So it was this family that very clearly was like on day 3 or 4, like they had that beat down look, and and the daughter said, I don't know if she was the daughter, whatever, the young girl teenager said, well, I wanted to go on Remy again, and the mother said, it's Daddy's turn to pick. And before she could finish talking, the daughter said, he's gonna pick beer. He always picks beer. Well,
Smart man. I get it.
Next
they're
right
here with Rose and Crown. But like, dude, you have to let Dad pick. He gets his turn. And he picked a black and tan or whatever he got. Again, that's his turn.
That's
Dad's
it.
gonna pick beer. He always picks beer.
He
Wow.
gets to say, I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
If Dad says beer is his turn,
That's
it's
what
his
it is.
turn.
Does the whole family get around? I mean, how's that work? Because when
Yes, I
someone
didn't
else picks
stick around.
Ratatouille, Dad gets to go.
I'm saying, I didn't stick around for that part. I did snort and applaud them because sometimes that's my turn too. Sometimes
St. Patrick's Day, when I was at the park, I'm like, I'm going to go find a green beer in Epcot. And we did.
Yeah. Sometimes that's my turn too. It
Yeah.
just depends on if I'm working, what I got to do. So Dad's turn was beer. Not judging Dad.
Good.
It's
I
not
got a
driving
drink
you.
one to follow up with yours. I like it.
Okay.
At least she knows, she knew.
Yeah.
I enjoyed them.
All right, Derek, what do you got? Drink one?
Drinks, yes. This is during the pandemic, so the lines are extra long. I'm on Main Street waiting for Starbucks with my toddler because that's what you end up doing when your older kids are on rides. Is you're like, oh, I'll get coffee for my wife. And I'm about 4 away from finally getting into the building. And you have this sweet, precious cast member that's always holding those Mickey cinnamon rolls. And someone tries to cut in line and just walk right in front. She goes, no, sir, the line is way back there. And this guy just looks, and this line is, I mean, all the way to the gate with the 6 feet social distancing. And he goes, I'm not waiting in that line. And she's like, well, all of these people have. He goes, I need my coffee. And I was so scared for this cast member for a second. And she was very polite and made sure he didn't cut. Another cast member came out to help give support. And he just went off on them for a second and left. And I actually told that cast member, I was like, you deserve a cast compliment on that one because you have the hardest job in the park. She goes, you have no idea. And it wasn't Joe from Back to the Mouse who yelled. I know what you're thinking, some of our listeners.
Yeah, people are thinking it's Joe.
Yeah, but no, it's just...
He'll wait his turn.
Yes. This, oh my gosh. And I'm sure those poor cast members at Starbucks hear it all with some of those lines and how much people need coffee.
So you mean adults act like toddlers when it comes to coffee time?
Yes, they do.
Just like toddlers.
Yeah.
That's stinky.
Never scream at the cast member.
No,
like,
don't do that.
How is that going to help you?
No.
Yeah, there you go. PSA for the episode.
Yes.
Don't yell at the cast members.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Your coffee is not their problem.
No.
Nope.
No, not at all. All right, I have one on my little list here where someone was asking a cast member a question, and they were not believing the cast member, and they kept asking it over and over. I sit while my family goes on thrill rides, so I hear some things and whole conversations. This was at Hollywood Studios, and a family was asking this poor cast member outside of Backlot Express, who's, working at Backlot Express, letting people in with their, mobile order. Where's Pizza Planet? There is no Pizza Planet. Where is it? We've eaten at Pizza Planet before. We want to eat at Pizza Planet. Well, it's where Pizza Rizzo. No, we want Pizza Planet, not Pizza Rizzo. It went on just in circles. It was like they got on the map out. They're like, it's not on here. It's Pizza Rizzo's. It was rethemed. Like, yes, but there's a whole Toy Story land, so they moved it over there, but we couldn't find it. And you can't find it because it's not there. So, that was another cast member one. Where is Pizza Planet? Which is mind-boggling. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Where is Pizza Planet?
It was there. I have a memory too.
There you go. I don't know if you've ever wandered around a theme park when you're 18 years old, leading high school band friends to a ride for like a half hour, just going in circles, looking for Mr. Toads, only to realize it was replaced by Winnie the Pooh. But that was me. So, I mean, I can relate.
I remember that ride.
Good old Mr. Toads, where you end up in hell. All right. Okay, next. Chrissy, what do you got for us?
Okay, my last one is sort of sad, and I tweeted about it. I see a lot of breakups, unfortunately, or domestic. I don't want to say disturbances, but you're hot.
Mm-hmm.
The children are probably annoying, just based on my experience with my own beloved Angel.
Totally gonna agree based off my experience with my own. Yeah,
my precious Angel. About 2:00, everybody hates everybody, and if you add hunger into that, this is just bad. So I was in line in the Magic Kingdom for a cheeseburger spring roll. And this couple in front of me, and it was a sweaty day, as is often the days here, although today it's cold and rainy. It was a sweaty day. They were obviously hungry, agitated, whatever. And the line was very long. Of course, I was clocking it, and we were already at like 18 minutes in line. And the gentleman's phone, I guess he got a text or something while his girlfriend or wife was holding his phone looking at something on MDE. And she said, yelling, "Who is Amber?" And I thought, oh, honey, let Amber, just let it go. Let it go. Let's not do this now. Please don't do this now. Well, I will say, I won't go into other details about exactly what happened, but she was very loud. And then he said, well, what do you want to do? And they broke up in line. He said, what do you want to do? She said, I want to stand here and get my spring roll. And darn if she did not. They stood in that line, made everybody uncomfortable the whole rest of the time. They got their spring rolls, went off to eat. And I hope that they were better after they ate.
That's just
And
a
it was
little
just,
food, yeah.
yeah, I think it was just low blood sugar, but I don't know. Amber texted, I don't know. That was stressful. I felt bad.
So
I
what
wanted
did
to
the
try spring rolls.
what did the timer for the spring rolls get up to for that line then? How long were you there?
Almost 30 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
spring rolls are
Yeah.
not worth 30 minutes.
Yes, they are.
I'll take it back, I
A
guess. I would have give
thousand.
20 minutes, but 30.
Well, but there was entertainment, so it
Yeah, I
didn't.
guess there you go.
yeah.
Free
You
entertainment
had a
on that
show.
one.
Yeah, but then I was like, I'm already invested. I'm like right
I
here.
gotta know what happens. I need the sequel.
Like,
Yeah,
did Amber
so
show up? That would have been ideal.
Oh, yeah.
If Amber was in the park, that would have been great.
I got to give it to the lady. She was not, she was bold. She was not crying about it. She was, yep. And she got her spring rolls and she didn't share them. She got 2, he got 2, and they went on and ate.
Did they pay separately?
I believe they did.
Okay.
I can't remember that. I was sweating and I was nervous.
I
for
hope
them.
somebody took an Uber home.
Yeah.
Hopefully the food fixed it. I say a lot of things I don't mean when I'm hungry. And then,
We all do, especially in
Yeah.
Florida. It's hot and sticky. Absolutely.
it's always hot. Yeah. I hope they're okay now, though. That happens a lot. But most people won't stay in line. They'll get out of line. But they were committed to the spring rolls, and I appreciate that. So am I.
All right, Doug. Well, I'm going to play off one of yours a little bit
Oh,
with
okay.
someone looking for an attraction that's not there. Yours wasn't there anymore. I overheard the Batman ride.
Oh,
And
that's right.
yes, Doug heard that story because I was texting him nonstop. Someone was looking for the Batman ride and did not believe anyone that worked at Disney, and still to this day, because I know who it is, still believes that there was a Batman ride at Walt Disney World sometime and that they somehow got rid of it, and they may have disagreed with a cast member while they were there.
It's definitely a Batman ride at the Magic Kingdom.
Yes, the mystery Batman ride.
Just behind the castle. I think that's where they kept it.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Hollywood Studios where the Dancing with the Stars poster was.
Yeah, that's
Well,
about where it
I
is. It
mean,
used to be back in the day.
That's what
My bad,
Dancing with
my
the
bad.
Stars replaced. You're right.
Yep,
It's
my fault.
yeah. Right before
like
or
I
after
will
Who
give
Wants
it
to Be a
when
Millionaire?
people
I
are
don't
like,
know.
"Hey, where's Harry Potter stuff?" I will get it because the theme parks are close by. You see them in some commercials, but Batman's in Six Flags. It wasn't even close, so and not even
Yeah.
owned by Disney. So yeah,
We chuckle at the Harry Potter mistakes, but I'm okay with people like I will laugh, but the Batman ride, that's
Yeah.
a whole
that was a whole thing.
and relentlessly, if I remember right.
It was
like,
very yes. Yep, that one was a rough one. Gonna be, yep. Didn't believe me. Didn't believe a cast member. Didn't believe anyone. So, I guess it just disappeared.
vanished.
Yep.
It was like Phineas and Ferb style. It just
Just completely vanished. Yeah.
that maybe they actually did retheme something to Phineas and Ferb, and it's just gone already.
Maybe. You never know. Doofenshmirtz.
Just,
Does it every time.
Yeah. All right. I have several others. Trying to decide what else I want to say here. It's hard for me, but I think I'm going to go with this one next here. It's someone asking a cast member at Caribbean Beach Skyliner Hub, which Skyliner gets me to the Animal Kingdom?
Oh, yeah.
It's maybe in 5 years. Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's hope.
That's just a good opportunity to tell them about TouringPlans travel agency.
Yeah, there
Honestly,
you go.
because if you have a good travel agent,
They will help you with all that.
yeah, and with
Right.
a TouringPlans
The
plug,
touring
shameless
plan
plug,
subscription.
you get a free subscription, and you
Yeah,
would
that's
know.
true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you would know exactly how long the Skyliner took you from room 3417 Jamaica or whatever to I mean, you would know these things.
I
Do you
love
walk
touring
on the
plans. It's great.
sidewalk while you measure that, or do you cut through the
Yes.
parking lots?
No, I have to take
You gotta the legal route.
I have to take the usual
Oh,
path.
so any touring plans time, I can shave a few seconds off if I hop a bush.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
There
all
you
right.
go.
Yeah.
I gotta
don't
work
go.
on my agility though.
Yeah.
No, please don't do
let's-
that, Doug. You're gonna hurt yourself.
All
You
right.
could potentially be on camera. Let's not do that.
It would entertain somebody.
Yep.
It
They'd
would-
be talking about this on a different podcast. Dumb things they've seen guests do at Walt Disney World.
There's this guy in this rope drop radio hat. No. Okay. Chrissy, do you think of any others, or Derek, do you have others?
I have one more, and it's
Okay.
not from the parks, that it just always makes me chuckle. It was at a Christmas party a couple years ago, when Christmas parties were a thing before whatever this
Yeah.
last 2 years have been. And I'm there talking to people, and someone's talking to me about Disney. They're like, "Hey, can I pick your brain? You do the rope drop radio." They're one of our listeners. And all of a sudden, a lady comes in who we really didn't know and goes, "Oh, I know a lot about Disney. You're planning a trip. Can I put some input?" And we're like, "Oh, yeah, sure." And she's like, "Well, the first thing you got to do is get your paper fast passes." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And this is 2 years ago. And I'm just like, paper fast passes haven't existed for, I don't know, 5+ years. She's like, "No, paper." And she walked us through the whole process of paper fast passes, like detail for detail. And I was laughing and crying inside. Because I know you see that a lot. I know Michelle gets it. Like, people go to Disney World 10 years ago and still know everything. Experts at Disney travel.
Well, isn't it though? I feel like it's way more complicated than it needs to be.
Oh,
Like, not that it needs to be at that level. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It can't be simple, but boy.
yeah, where you walk in and you get your map. Like, when I see those people, I have a small panic attack. But it should be somewhere in between, like knowing all the stuff that you guys know, expert level planning. You notice when a door is a different color, and then somebody who doesn't know fast pass is gone. Like, it's super complicated, and I'm there every day. And it's like, if I don't keep up, if I miss a day and actually sleep, I miss some stuff, and it probably shouldn't be that hard.
Over here all the time at Disney, I bet you hear how much people love lightning lanes.
Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of that.
Yes.
Boy, I love this lightning
Lightning
lane.
lanes are the best thing ever.
Yeah. I hear a lot of complaints about battery usage.
Oh, absolutely. Or when it rains and your
Yeah.
phone dies. Yeah, but no, it kills your phone.
It does. And the fuel rod folks, obviously we have no affiliation with them, but shout out to them, because they're doing a much better job than they used to. The fuel rod machines now will actually run out, and they'll have to come out midday. Like, cast members will have to call them.
Oh, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I've
Going
seen that
through
quite
it.
a bit since Genie.
Oof.
Yeah.
We pack a lot of portable batteries with us.
You have
All
to
the
now. If
batteries,
you're gonna use
yep.
Genie, you have to.
The portable battery is a key travel tool at Disney
It
World
is.
with the old Genie lightning lane. It's exciting. Okay, I have one other good one here that got off the safari, walking off it, and half the people turn like the wrong way as you walk off and go into, I think is it Gorilla
Gorillas,
Falls?
yep.
Gorilla
They just
Falls.
accidentally go, like, they're gonna go for a walk, and I laugh at them because they have no idea what they did. But this one family, like, "Oh, hey, that's another thing we need to see, that Rafiki's Planetarium."
Oh, I wish. What a
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd actually be really cool if it was a planetarium. I'll be
Because
honest.
it actually makes sense after I made fun of it
Yeah,
for
no,
a
I
few
like
minutes,
it.
walking the other direction
Ooh.
out loud. He
Clap for
actually
that.
does stuff with the stars.
Yeah, that totally
Bosses in
makes
the stars.
sense.
Like,
Oh, I
And
would
they have
love
room
that.
back there.
so now we know
Instead
if
of, like,
it happens, someone listens.
Drawing. They do the little drawing shows there.
Yeah,
They just
it's
flip that and turn that into...
Planetarium
Yeah.
time.
Wow, that's a good idea.
like
Why didn't
it.
we run out planetarium?
Yeah. Now, if they win, they're going to be sorely disappointed that it's, windows to watch medical operations when nothing's happening and you can draw. That, I mean, in a train ride where you look one
Hello,
direction.
you can pet the goats, and that is the single
How?
greatest thing in the entire world.
When you're allergic to everything with hair, so
Well,
I mean,
all right. I'm
different
not-
different standards for different.
Yeah, that's true. But to me,
I'll
like,
trust you.
being able to hang out with a goat for
Now, if
20
you could
minutes.
drink the beer with the goat from earlier,
like
that could be even
therapy.
better.
Yeah, it's like therapy. And the cast members back there, especially when there's nobody back there, are like Animal Kingdom cast members to me are the most excited, most special, like unique. God forbid you look at a flamingo for longer than 2 seconds. They want to tell you everything about that flamingo, who the mom is, what their name is, what they like to eat. I love it. I'm here for it. I think it is wonderful. And they're just like that back at Rafiki's too. When you sit and you hang out with the goats, you learn all about goats.
Wow.
I love it.
You know what they could do?
Planetarium, I'd never leave. That's
Planetarium be great back there. What they
Genius.
could do for that dad that's gonna pick beer, they put like craft beers, almost like baseline.
Yeah, I
back
like it.
there,
Back there,
outside
that's
of the
perfect.
planetarium. Then the dad picks that beer. The kid gets to pet goats.
There you go. That's a win. That's a great idea.
You just fixed it.
There
now,
you go. No Zootopia, just a beer garden.
Just beer garden,
And a planetarium.
planetarium, and goats.
The
More
goat
goats.
beer garden.
That's the thing.
There you go.
We
Man,
made it so.
I love it.
That is right.
All right.
Yeah.
Derek, do you have any others?
I do not. That was
Okay. I have, before we get to this next thing, I have one thing I've never overheard at Disney World.
never
ever.
overheard.
Any
Okay.
trip. Never, ever have I overheard.
This is cheap.
I've heard that. I've said that about some things. I'm like,
That's
"Oh,
Doug
this is
McKnight
cheap
from Rope
for
Drop
Disney."
Radio.
I have heard that.
I've actually heard, yes. That's
Yeah.
my
We've
favorite
had
thing.
people scream that.
I know
across
we have. That's my.
walkways.
It's always. It's great.
That's our favorite thing to
Yes.
overhear. It's like, are you? When they recognize us by our voice.
Are you
that's
Derek or
the favorite
Doug?
thing.
That's.
Yep. And then we talk and they figure it out. All right. So one thing I've never ever overheard, I love Disney buses.
Yeah.
Never.
Who doesn't like a Disney bus?
By
Jim
the end of the
Gaffigan
trip,
speaks
no
about
one.
the Disney bus. Come on, in his stand-up, Doug.
Well,
That's-
is he talking about Magical Express or the
the air-conditioned bus
Yeah.
back, so never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reg.
He was
like at
just
the end of
there.
the
He just did a VIP tour.
He talks about it, but I think he secretly loves it.
Yeah, I agree. Because he goes plenty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Or
was
it's
just here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he
By all
stays
accounts,
married.
he's a nice dude.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that does it. So it's time for
The lightning round.
Congratulations, Chrissy. You have made it to the lightning round. This is where you give your answer lightning style with your favorite Disney, Pixar, Marvels, Star Wars, Fox, whatever you need to under the Disney umbrella. There are points. It is scores, but it's all made up and it doesn't count. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Favorite Disney movie?
Beauty and the Beast.
Classic.
Tale as old as time. Favorite Disney character?
Donald Duck.
Oh, okay. Do you relate to Donald Duck? What is the? I don't know that we've heard Donald.
No,
Duck.
I don't know that.
You know, I enjoy that he, when they sing the whole M-I-C-K-E-Y, he's a little bitter about it, but he still plays his part. And, you know, I think I just like the booty shake that he's like, yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what does it for me.
Okay.
When they're up there at the train station, everybody is on cue, and then there's Donald doing his thing. I enjoy that.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. What are we on? Favorite Disney villain?
Oh, all of them. Probably Mother Gothel.
Oh, yeah.
That's particularly
She's a bad
evil.
one.
I mean, you kind of underestimate the whole evilness of trapping
Oh, I enjoy
someone
her, yeah.
their entire life. All right. Favorite Disney song?
Zippity doo dah. That's probably not PC to say. The reason that I have a soft spot for that and it still makes me cry is my younger brother got married at the wedding chapel, and he had a violin player play Zippity doo dah when they were coming back down the aisle, and the castle was in the background, and it makes me cry because I think of that memory.
Love it.
There you go. All right. Favorite Disney park?
Whatever one I'm standing in.
I like
Seems
it.
like
Yeah.
Literally
fair.
every time I'm like, this is the best. Like Hollywood Studios is the best.
Even in Galaxy's Edge.
No, absolutely. That's exempt from all favorites.
Oh,
Everything.
jeez.
Oh, also, what about Bruno? That's my other
That's a
favorite.
great song.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite classic attraction you define classic?
My least favorite is Peter Pan. My most favorite, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for that. My most favorite classic attraction is Carousel of Progress, obviously, but not with Len, because he says every word and then you can't hear it.
Yeah. Do you just report them to the cast members ever? See what they do? I mean,
I'm constantly like,
you should get a fast pass to something, solo theater. They should make it right. Go to guest services and complain.
every word.
The guy that followed me around said every word. People have gone to guest services for less.
You know, it's fun to watch other people have fun, but the 10th time with him, you can't go with Len.
Well, now that's on my
now
to-do
bucket
list.
Yeah, now I want to.
That one in Country
ride
Bears.
that with Lynn.
Oh, well, his Country Bears show was like sold out. You couldn't even get into it with him.
That was one of the best times I've ever had in the Magic Kingdom. He sings like that at that level, even when it's just him and I and like 9 other people.
Oh man.
Okay.
When he's full on, and we have a lot of gifts, thank God, but singing is not one of them. The gift of song. Nope. It's not. All
right. Favorite modern attraction you define modern?
Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. How fun is that?
And
Slinky Dog. I can't pick.
They're
Like,
both
Definitely
great.
not Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, Rise of the Resistance. That's it.
Okay.
No, seriously, that's the best ride in any park.
You don't even like Star Wars, but it's that amazing.
It's probably better if you like Star Wars. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's pretty rad. Like the dude in the dark hood. When
The dude in the dark hood, and there's laser beam shooting.
Laser swords.
Cutting the ceiling freaks me out every time. Love it. Love it.
All right. Favorite Disney resort?
Oh, Len took us to stay at a Polynesian bungalow. And
I saw the video. I saw the video from that one. It was amazing.
Yeah. I think that's my best. And then the contemporary, I have just because I have memories of my daughter as a baby at both of those places. So the Polynesian and the contemporary, because it's all sentimental.
Good choices.
All right, lots of points there. All right, favorite counter service restaurant?
Favorite counter service? Ronto wrap.
For not liking Galaxy's Edge,
you have a few. You have a couple favorites there.
Just saying.
Okay.
No, the overnight oats are unbelievable. Like, who plugs oats? They're unbelievable, and it's a reasonable price. It's a huge serving, and a Ronto wrap is like the single greatest food.
I like the breakfast Ronto wrap better. Am I weird for that?
I don't know if that qualifies as weird.
Okay.
That's pretty decent, but the regular Ronto wrap is just beautiful. Love it.
All right. Favorite table service restaurant?
Cinderella's Royal Table. Also sentimental reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Never had a bad experience. Also never really have seen Cinderella. She's always like really far away and distant, waving in a very cold manner. But the food and being in the castle, especially at night, it's just so special.
It's not often you get to eat in a castle.
Yeah. That steak was, except they give kids swords. If they stop doing that, I'd be okay.
They give them swords, or I have like 3 magic wands somewhere in the house, and then you get a little. Now you get a wishing star. Yeah, we just did a review on it. I just ate there last month.
Yeah, the swords and the wands became weapons within
very quickly.
10 seconds the first time we went.
100%.
And we had to collect them, and there was tears. All right. Favorite Disney snack?
I eat everything.
I'm thinking if you wait 30 minutes for something, that has to put it high on your list.
A spring roll is miraculous, but I have to say my favorite snack is probably, like, my go-to is the egg rolls in China in Epcot. Okay. That's like my, when I just need like a quick thing, I get that more consistently than anything else.
All right. Favorite Disney drink?
Violet sake in Japan. My bestie Bethany Vinton forced me to try them, and they taste like Jolly Ranchers, and they're beautiful and
I'll have
gorgeous.
to put that on the list.
Yeah. And then
Awesome.
yeah, Disney bucket list item.
Adventures by Disney. It's on my list. I'm doing a cruise or two this summer. I've never done a Disney cruise before.
Oh,
You'll
you're
love
in for a
that.
treat.
Never done a cruise at all. And Annette is screaming at me to do one. So Gigi and I are going to spend the summer being ladies of leisure, except I won't be of leisure. I'll be working, but it will be on a cruise ship. So I want to go check it out. Can't talk about it.
Don't work too hard, to enjoy it a little bit.
Okay. You let
Okay.
Len know.
Oh,
Okay.
I will do what I can.
Okay.
Give her
right.
some time off. She
Yeah.
can't be. You said earlier in the show you're free labor for him, so you gotta.
I was.
Oh,
Not anymore.
Okay,
I
good.
earn a paycheck now. That was when I was 18. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Well, speaking of that, tell everyone how they can find you and follow you.
Yeah, so we're on Instagram. That's my stomping ground. And of course, we're on Facebook and Twitter. I have an Instagram, but I rarely post. It's Crispy Lemons, which that's another story. Crispy Lemons TP Touring Plans. So yeah, and I'm in the parks almost every day. So if you DM me and there's something that you want to see, like our fantastic agents sometimes will have questions from clients, and they'll say something very specific, like I got one not too long ago. Can I substitute this for this at Chefs de France, in Epcot? And so I will haul my cookies over there and I'll find out for you. So if there's something you want to know that is super specific, your agent will probably be able to tell you. But if not, I'm happy to do that.
I love it. I love all your live videos you do and following along on all the things. And definitely when
It's
you're
so
with
fun.
the merchandise, I'm always, that's where I always get sucked in. And so all the
Yeah.
new gear that comes out that is way too expensive. Things
Now, are
never.
you going to buy any of that? Are you going to, when you're down here, are you going to
I
get
always
the-
buy a thing. So
Okay.
am I going to wait 7 hours for a Figment popcorn bucket to be my thing? I don't know, but I will probably buy something.
I got two.
Oh,
But
there
I
you
only
go.
waited 43 minutes.
Ooh, you win. Things
And
you'll
now
never
they're
hear
out
at
of-
Disney. They're just like, hey, that was worth the time.
43 minutes on day 2. And now they're out of the sporks too. It's kind of a bummer.
Man, how are we gonna make it?
I don't know. It's getting weird
Well.
down there. So, but Chrissy, thank you so much for being on this week's episode. And definitely, guys, be sure to follow at Touring Plans. We love all you guys over there. You do great work. And just remember, when you're reading some of that stuff, someone actually has to do that research. Someone has to walk and learn how many steps it is and how big everything is. It is amazing how much information, Doug. It's more than we do.
Yes.
It's a fun job. It's a wonderful job. And we have fantastic agents that we're supporting. That's what it's all about. So it's not the worst job I've ever had. That's for sure. It's pretty awesome.
There you go. And if you
Thank you
want
for
to work,
having me.
oh, well, thank you. And if you want to work with a fantastic agent because you want to go to Walt Disney World and overhear some crazy things, you need to talk to the rope drop queen herself, Michelle McKnight. Her email is in the show notes. She actually just booked a room for me today, Doug. So love working with her. And I know she's overheard some stuff too. That might be a Patreon show we got to do sometime, Doug. Bring her on for that.
Things
she has
overheard?
heard. Yeah. Or worked. Yeah. She's got some, I know.
Requests she's gotten.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I know she's gotten some. She's texted us some, so that's always great. So be sure to follow us on all the things. I'll be at Walt Disney World, but we are going to get to the Patreon show with Chrissy. So if you want to listen to that and be a part of that amazing community, you'll have to go into our show notes and click that Patreon link. But for Chrissy and Doug, I'm Derek. You've been listening to Rope Drop Radio.